Hi everyone, I'm Denise.
And I'm Georgie.
And we're the Happy Vegan Couple. Hope everybody's doing well. We're going to make something tonight that I would say is a good snack, breakfast on the go.
It's very healthy.
Yeah, banana blueberry oat muffins. And the wonderful thing to me is that the sweetener comes from fruit, both dates and apple juice, and there's no oils of any kind, but the bananas give it a really nice moistness. And we're going to throw in some blueberries and some mango and some raisins, and so it's a powerhouse of nutrients.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so we're going to do that. But before we get there, we just wanted to share something with you because we're excited because something came in the mail today.
Yes, it did. We've been waiting a few days for it. Actually, longer than that because we've been getting it designed and everything else. So.
And what is it?
It's a new business
card.
Look
So that's
that.
our new business card.
Look at that.
It was designed by someone here in Tucson named Austin Arnold. Thank you so much, Austin.
Well, thank you very much.
We so appreciate it. And, you know, we talk about Happy Vegan Couple a lot when we meet people anywhere, really, and we try to interest people in plant-based eating, and often people say, well, do you have a card? And we did it, but now we do,
yes,
so people can find us on Facebook and YouTube. And also we put on here that we could do other things if people had an interest. We could do coaching, we can do demonstrations, and we did do a demonstration.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, tell us just what that was.
We went to Johnson Elementary School here in Tucson, and we did a cashew cream display, how we made it in the Vitamix, and we served it with beans and carrots and on some of the Dave's Crazy Bread that we buy, and everybody loved it. We got a really good response from it. So if you want somebody to do that, give us a ring. We'll be glad to do that.
Take us to Singapore, Vietnam, Australia. The Happy Vegan Couple will come.
There you
bring
go.
us.
Dubai.
As long as we can eat our plant-based food while we're there. Okay,
yeah.
Well anyways, so I think that's about it. I think we're ready to get going.
Okay, let's do it. Oh, one more thing. Denise is the cook tonight. There we go.
All right. It's not hard, I swear, and it'll taste good. All right, here we go. Okay, so here's my ingredients. We're going to be using oats, and out of the oats, I'm going to make oat flour. So we're going to have 2 cups of oats, and then 1 cup of oat flour. This is 1 cup right now, and I'll be blending it. And we're going to be using, as I said, for our sweeteners, apple juice. We've got 1.5 cups of apple juice in here. And please, this is one ingredient you really want to buy organic, okay? Because of all the pesticide residues that are typically on apples. So organic apple juice. And then I have medjool dates. I have 1 cup of those, and there's about 7 in here. And then we're going to use 3/4 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and then 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then the nuts, I have some organic walnuts, and then I have 3/4 cup of organic blueberries and 1/2 cup of frozen organic mangoes. And then just some raisins, organic raisins too. So that's our ingredients besides our bananas. Now it calls for 3 medium bananas, but these are kind of large, so we're going to use 2. Okay? So I think we're ready now. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make the oat flour. Now this blender, which is a Vitamix, is really powerful, so it's so easy to do that. I'm just going to throw it in there and get this going. Georgie gave me a little tutorial before just to remind me how to use this. All right, so it is on, and I should be able to, there we go. And it's looking like flour.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't take long with the Vitamix.
I think that's good. I'll show it to you you guys, and Georgie can tell me if he thinks it's good enough. Looks like it to me. He's the one I depend on. And you tell there, that looks pretty floury.
Looks good enough to me.
All right. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take this oat flour. We're going to throw it in the bowl. All right. And I guess if I had a spatula, I could get the whole thing, but that's good enough.
That's right. It'll get mixed up when you put the liquid in there.
Yeah, and then the oats, 2 cups of oats. And then 3/4 of organic cinnamon. And I lost my 3/4 thing, so I'm going to just do 3 of these.
3 of these. Well, 3/4?
These are 1/4 teaspoon.
Okay.
Okay, and then 1/4 teaspoon of the organic nutmeg. You see, we try to buy organic for just about everything. Okay, and then I think pretty much that is that. And now we move over to the blender. So I'm going to put this aside for a second. Okay, so now in the blender, I'm just going to pull it over here for a second. We're going to throw the apple juice. Now, the recipe says that you should actually soften the dates in the apple juice for about 20 minutes. But because we have a Vitamix, we don't really need to do that. But the rest of you are going to want to probably dice them. But first, you've got to pit it. So I'm just going to open it up with my hands and take the little pit out. Georgie probably would have used a knife and did it very nice.
Yeah, I only use the knife because you don't get all sticky.
Yes, I am getting sticky. But so now we've pitted the rest of these. We have about 7 of these. So I'm going to throw all these dates in our blender too. But like I said, if you have a regular blender, not the real powerful one, go ahead and soften them in the apple juice and then dice them. So they'll blend better in your blender.
And always make sure you take those insides out because it'll bust your blender up real good.
Yeah.
They're really hard.
And the same thing, if like you have like a regular blender, you might want to make the banana pieces smaller just to help the blender get it together. But I'm just gonna make it just a couple of chunks here and throw it in. That's 1 banana. We could believe these oversized bananas. If these were from Trader Joe's, I don't remember if they were. That's pretty good because they charged by the piece. This would be like a 19-cent banana here in Arizona. Okay, so we've got that. And then we want to put in our vanilla. So that's going to be 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I love the smell of vanilla. Okay. And then I think we're good to go because everything else is going to be put in later. All right, so now I just have to blend this up. Am I doing, Georgie?
You're doing fine.
Okay, taught by the best.
Just make sure you have that lid on that blender. I don't want to have to clean up a mess. I think we're going to blend that up until the dates are all crunched up and it's smooth. It's going to take her about a minute to blend it up.
I can't hear a thing you're saying. I hope he's not talking about me. Date pieces to go real small, and I think it's looking pretty good. Yeah, you wanted to blend it till it's nice and creamy. What do you think, Georgie?
Looks good. Looks good. I couldn't hear anything crunching, so it looks, sounds like it's ready.
Okay, so now we're going to throw this into here, and then we're going to mix it with a fork. And I think I don't have a fork here, so I will go grab one.
Grab your spatula at the same time if you need it.
Yeah, I think that's good. All right, and here she is. Okay, so I'm going to mix it with a fork, and then I will throw in my nuts, raisins, and blueberries. And the mangoes are going to be used for the top of the muffins, just to make them look pretty with a little bit of that yellow color. So that will go in last. All right, mixing this up so you can kind of see how it's looking.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah.
Nice, consistent.
All right.
I like the fact that Denise has taken control of the kitchen lately, making some dishes and stuff. It's kind of nice for somebody to help you, you know. Even though I enjoy cooking.
Now we made this initially in like a square pan, but then we found this silicone muffin pan at the thrift store.
Yeah.
And the other day we made some in here and we really loved how it looked. So that's what we decided to do. Okay, so I'm going to throw in some raisins and some chopped walnuts. Now we chopped this up in the blender just before we started the video, you know, and you can, so any way that it works for you to chop them up so you can have the little pieces throughout. And I'm just going to stir that in. And then I've got my blueberries. And you could use fresh blueberries if you like, fresh or frozen. But we use frozen because right now the fresh blueberries are iffy.
Plus the frozen are organic use all the time that we get from Trader Joe's.
Right. Thank you, Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Can't wait for you guys to keep getting more organic products. Okay, at your wonderful prices. Okay, so I'm good to go now. So Georgie showed me a good way of getting it into the silicone. And that's like taking a, what did I do with it? Oh, it was in the mango earlier. Oh, I know. I'm off camera again. Sorry, I gotta find my half a cup. Where did it go? It's in the sink.
There she comes.
Okay, sorry about that. Somehow this had gotten into the sink and I wanted to use it to dish up a muffin. So, you know, we are very casual here. As you know, the Happy Vegan Couple videos are not overly produced. So we hope you like that. Just here we are in our kitchen the natural way. Okay, so I'm going to use, look how nice that fits. That's kind of what he showed me, that like use the cup that fits in the silicone. So now I'm going to...
Yeah, because when these bake, they don't rise, so it's okay to put a little bit over full.
And I did
just use your little fork that you have there.
Here we go. I got a spoon here.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to just stick it in.
Then you pat it down a little bit.
Okay.
To fill in the gaps.
We'll just do a couple of them on camera, and then we'll come back with all of them. All right, so.
Pretty simple and easy.
Yeah.
That muffin pan is so nice you don't have to use paper around them or anything.
Right. Oh my God,
right
they pop out like so easy. And we did make this recipe several times now when we've had some friends here and some of our Airbnb guests, and it seems to be a hit. A nice, healthy, yummy muffin with wonderful ingredients. They're all good for your body.
This will make 10 to 12, depending on how much you put in there.
Okay, so I've got a couple started, and I'll finish, and then we'll show you what it looks like before we put it in the oven. Okay. And we are going to cook it at like 350. The oven is getting ready for us, and for about 30 minutes or so. Okay, see you in a moment.
Okay.
Okay, I finished putting my batter in the muffins. You can see that we've got all but one. And I can't wait to show you what it looks like when they're cooked. We're going to cook it, like I said, at 350 for about 30 minutes. So see you in a little bit. All right, here they are out of the oven. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to get these out of the silicone. Isn't that fun? Look at that. How nice and clean. And it washes up real easy.
It turned out pretty well.
Yeah, so they look really beautiful. We've had them cooling for about, 5 or 10 minutes.
Woo!
Yeah, well, Georgie, we just had some of his Thai curry, and now I'm ready for something a little sweet. So I'm going to just do a little taste. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Great.
So moist. And love the raisins in here. We didn't put raisins in the past. We decided to do that. And so it's really good. Yeah. Anyways, happy eating. Like I said, good breakfast to go. Snack any time of the day. So until next time, I'm Denise.
And I'm Georgie.
And we're the Happy Vegan Couple. Go plant-based. Recipe on next. Bye.
Bye.